This message is for every Christian man out there who believes in the freedom that comes through your faith. But maybe that faith is not playing out well in your life. I know you're overwhelmed and stressed out and failing at work, maybe family, maybe church, or maybe you just haven't been able to fulfill what's in your mind. Now, how do I know all this? I know it because I've been there and I've done that. I'm Don Kelly, the founder of Faith to Freedom Ministries, and I built this ministry for men just like you. Let me guess. You need more freedom, more independence, and more income, but you just can't seem to get there. Well, I've got solutions for you. If you'll just hang out with me and listen for about 3 minutes, I'll tell you what worked for me and got me out of the grind. I was a typical guy. I had a wife, a house. I averaged my 2.3 kids. Had 2 vehicles. I worked from sun up to sundown to provide. I took chances and I left the corporate world to start my own insurance and investment business, only to fail. After 7 successful years in the automotive sales industry, I ventured out of that to open my own car lot. Our sales quickly reached over $1 million, and then the political climate changed, and the main source of employment in our state was nearly eradicated. And I found out quickly when people can't find work, they stop buying cars. Well, it was in the midst of this major life crisis that I drew closer to God, only to learn that He had different plans for me. And I'll make this part of the story short. God called me to pastor, and I was unprepared, unwilling, and uneducated. So I fought the calling. And if you'll fast forward with me a few years, as you can guess, God wins this battle. I became a full-time pastor, and it was by an absolute miracle that this took place. And I served in the ministry for nearly 25 years. It was there that God educated me, God prepared me, and God gave me a great desire to serve His people, particularly men. And I tell you this story for a reason. My strength and my only ability to help you flow from the struggles and the battles that I had to endure to get where I am today. I learned the lessons that they don't teach in school. God taught me how to lead broken people, including myself, into His healing and freedom. Now, I've had some college, and I've been to many conferences and seminars, both in biblical teaching and business, but the experience of living in the trenches as a pastor and counseling hundreds of struggling men is where my expertise lies. And I don't specifically know your struggle today, but here's what I do know. The principles of Scripture work everywhere in every situation. It's not a lack of knowledge that frustrates us. The pastor gives you knowledge every week. But rather, it's the inability to apply these principles that steal our freedom. With that being said, I'd like to invite you to join our Faith to Freedom 8-week course. Now, it includes weekly video teachings, biblical studies, worksheets, challenges, encouragement, and much more. The real power of this course is a weekly Zoom call with me personally. I'll serve as your accountability partner and mentor. And sharing my 25 years worth of pastoral experience and 20 years worth of life and business experience. And you'll find the investment required to change your life's path is very affordable. And it's only a fraction of what the high-level life coaches charge. Now, it's worth your time, I promise you, to book a free call with them to talk to me for just 30 minutes. God will reveal quickly if it's meant for us to work together. You can check out the curriculum of this 8-week course on this page, and you can also schedule a call or shoot me an email from this page. But before we leave, I want you to ponder this. If everything is really okay in your life, then you wouldn't be hearing the last line of your call to action. Join me. Let's get you unstuck and on the road to freedom.